Hello, it's been a couple of days since I last made a video because I was kind of thinking about what to talk about, and I came up with the idea that I would talk about people that think they are being toxically masculine or too masculine for that matter, which is largely untrue or completely untrue, I should say. And I think it's a matter that needs to be addressed because in our today's society, it's becoming more and more prevalent as wokeness takes over, and people that are traditionally more conservative and based, I guess, are found in a place that they are feeling uncomfortable in their own skin, and it's not good for anyone. So, before I start, as you can see, I made the mistake of shaving. I don't know what came over me before I do it, but I hope it will be back in a week or so. It's already scratchy, which is pleasant. Anyway, so being toxically masculine, first of all, what does that mean? From what I understand, because in all honesty, since I don't really believe those to be true, those terms, I mean, I don't even think they're real. So I don't think you can be too masculine or toxically masculine as woke girls in particular call it. So, from my understanding, being toxically masculine is having boundaries, maybe. So, like, if you have certain preferences for something which are not directly to other people's benefits, I would assume you are toxically masculine or toxic in general. So if I set a boundary for my relationship, for example, so I don't want my girl going out like a stripper and acting like she's single when she's not. I am controlling and toxic and whatever. What I want to say is that people should stop being very scared to have their own opinions. And I see lately that the freedom of speech we used to have in the earlier days is mostly gone. So it's gone not legally, because legally you have your freedom of speech before they decide to take it away. So I want anyone who might listen to this, because since creating my first video here I have like 10 views in total, but it doesn't matter. Think for yourselves. That's basically the premise that you should take from this video. I don't want you thinking that you can't have any opinion of your own only because society imposes a certain different opinion on yourself. Like, you shouldn't be working out that hard because it's bad. But just, I don't know, I just came up with it because I work out a little bit. Or you shouldn't aspire to be a millionaire because money doesn't make you happy, which is another lie that we might talk about in another video. But I want you to be able to be the man or a woman, not that neither watch me, but whatever. I want you to be a being, I don't know how to say it, a being for yourselves, all right? So anything that society tries to push on you, on your mind, try to decipher it. Try to think further than what they want you to think. Like if they tell you you should let your girl go out with her guy friends, if you do that, you will be the right kind of boyfriend, let's say. So then you have to think, do they want me to believe that this is true? And once you ask that question, you will see ulterior motives, let's say, that the government or society might have from telling you that. And then you will reach the conclusion for yourself and what you want. And Let's not get misunderstood here. Those preferences that you have for yourself and for your personal or business life, it doesn't matter. People don't have to comply to. They don't have to like it, they don't have to live with it, nothing. So if you set a boundary for yourself, like my girl can't go out with her guy friend because I don't trust them. It's not like I don't trust her because, I heard an example once which might sound bad, but I don't care because it makes sense. If you have a Lamborghini and you see it, you have parked like right down the road, and you see some guys trying to break in, just because you trust the locks doesn't mean you won't try to stop them, which makes perfect sense. Right? So, I don't think this is right. I mean, the whole wokeness movement for anything, not just the toxic masculinity that we are talking about today. But I just want you to think for yourselves. That's the premise. So, don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. Say your opinions freely. Whoever doesn't agree with them, fuck them. Who cares anyway? There are many people in the world. Probably the ones you don't agree about, you shouldn't have in your life anyway. So surround yourself with people that make you feel stronger, and that's I like to say, that make your enemies feel harmless. That's what I like to think about my friends, and actually the circle I've built now is completely based out of those guys. Like when I'm with them, nothing can stop us, quite honestly. And to be frank, one of my friends is a world kickboxing champion, so I feel kind of better around him. Instead of a woke, trans, queer person with blue and purple hair telling me that Jesus is gay or something. I don't know, right? That's all I have to say for today. I hope you enjoyed it. And please consider subscribing if you are actually watching, because there is nothing to see. What? There is no audience yet, but I will work on that. Consistency is key, I guess. And we'll talk to the next video. See ya.